What did you think of 2024? This is a reading that tells you what is coming in 2025, but just leave a comment and let me know if you could have one word, okay, just one word for 2024, what would it be? Right, anyway, so that is now disappearing into the rearview mirror, 2025 looming up. We're going to take 3 cards, overall energy for 2025. We're just going to kick straight off. Straight off, and we are not messing about. What do we need to know for 2025, please? Career, love life, channeled messages, anything that we just need to know that we don't know yet, or maybe we have a little inkling about. Okay. We start off quite mildly. I love this card, 7 of Pentacles, a card of reckoning. It's earthy though, so we're looking at things and we're thinking, how did that work for me last year? How did that work for me for the last 10 years? Has that ever worked for me? What has been beneficial and what do I really need to be dropping from my rota of things to do? 7 of Pentacles always has a kind of farmy feel. The Rider-Waite's got the guy leaning on the hoe and he's like, how did my harvest do? And it's a bit of a harvest card as we work out what we put out there, what we got back, and what we didn't get back, more importantly. Okay? And that's fine. I like that. And then we have the Death card. This is one of the nicest death cards that there is. It's Scorpio energy and it's Pluto energy, and it's the energy of deep, deep, deep change. In some ways, deep change has been rooted in 2024 since about June, July, and you probably felt that shift. And some of you may have had like an inkling or a message or a rehearsal of what this energy would be like when we were in Scorpio season, kind of mid-October to mid-November-ish. You may have had a few things happen where they just half happened and you thought, I wonder where that's going, and then it disappeared again. It could be a relationship, it could be a job offer, it could be a feeling you had that you wanted to pursue something or do something, and then it just died down. Okay, so there's a strong force. The force is strong in this one, and the force is strong in this one, but it comes alongside the Hanged Man, which actually happens more often than you would think, that you get the Death card with the Hanged Man. So it's like the irresistible force meets the velvet blanket. Okay, this is hanged energy. It's, how can I put this? It's like if you were punching a velvet blanket. You're not getting resistance. It goes, poof. You're not getting anything back. But you're looking at your punch more. Do you see what I mean? If you get resistance, God knows where this analogy is coming from, because I'm certainly a lover, not a fighter. But if you're punching a velvet blanket, in the end, you're going to start wondering how you're punching, you know, if you need to stop. You can feel the energy coming back to you. And what's happening with these 3 cards, if we look at them here, oh gosh, I know it's all very fancy. If we look at them here, is you're getting the energy to push and to change and to really change, like to change things up so they'll never be the same again type energy. But you're also meeting the softness of the you're not going anywhere yet energy, like a pillow. Now this often, when you get the Hanged Man, can be a pillow of protection. And we feel it as such. We feel it as this pillow of protection. And I feel like for the water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, you're going to be feeling this as not knowing what to do next. That kind of feeling that water signs get, where we think that we're just being woolly headed, but actually it's what is for you will not go by you. And the things that you don't notice, it's a good thing you didn't see them. That built-in sort of warning system that water signs have, where things that are bad for them kind of pass by and they're like, oh, I wonder what that was, I felt a ripple. Fire signs, you're going to be feeling much more knocky about it. You're going to be feeling much more angry about something as we go into 2025. You're going to be charged by the energy of injustice, or what happened, or how you want things to be, how they haven't been yet. This could be in your personal relationships. It could be in, you know, bigger, like macro, about the world and what's happening. And what you're going to find is that you are punching at the pillow as well. So it's throwing it back onto you and saying, but where does this really take you, fire signs, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius? Where does this really take you? And what's this anger really about? It's throwing it back onto you. Air signs, it comes out more in an intellectual way, in how you communicate, in the things that were left unsaid in 2024, you want to say them. And I think for you, actually, you will end up saying them, but not as quickly as you thought you would. You may hold back when you were going to blurt, but then eventually I think you will get it said, which is a good thing. And earth signs, you're going to cruise with this energy because you've been used to it, especially Capricorn. You've been used to this, and Taurus and Virgo as well, though. You've been used to having ideas and not knowing if they were going to fit, or whether they were going to take, or whether it was going to grow. Okay, so you cruise through this energy, and I'm pleased about that. That is nice. Love this so far. Okay. Tell us about a challenge that we don't yet know about. There will be an extended reading to this, and it will be more of a love reading, okay? So whatever comes up in the love section here, or there could be crossovers, you never know until we get there really. If it really resonates with you, that will be the first link in the description box. Description box? Destruction box? Description box? Obviously, I am bringing into 2025 my inability to speak that I've now had for about 4 months. I'm going to have to, if you can think of a better name for the description box, let me know. Okay, nice. I don't mind not knowing about temperance, actually. This is a feeling, it's Sagittarian energy. It's a feeling of things being calm and being easier than you thought they were going to be. Woof, we love this energy. It's a slacker energy. It's more elastic, and it's more of that kind of chi moving. People do it in Tai Chi. I did it in Tai Chi, completely hopeless. You know, pushing this imaginary ball over here, pushing it over there. But this is the kind of person who can do this. So you're feeling loosey-goosey, you're feeling good in your skin, you're feeling a kind of body confidence. And it's a feeling of taking up space in the world and feeling all right about that. Which, it's a real sense of grace. And it's not something you've had to work for, and it's not even something you've had to ask for. The next thing that's coming up that we didn't really know about is boundaries. Boundaries with good grace is just character and wisdom. I love that for us. Love, love, love it. For those of us, I know that Libra and Taurus have particularly been looking at boundaries, but also Cancerians have been looking at boundaries. So for those of us looking or knowing that our boundaries are not quite as strong or healthy as we would like them to be, there will be opportunity to correct that, either through exercise or somatic body work, or through some kind of therapy, or even through example of somebody who we see using boundaries and we just think, I like the way that they are doing that. I like the style. and the world. Ouroboros, the snake that eats itself. That's the end of a cycle. The end of a cycle coming in. Love this. So if we look at these cards together, this is decent. This is an energy and a flow. It's unexpected strength, which is very nice. It's unexpected confidence. But actually, I feel like some of you have worked for this confidence in 2024. So it's not like it's coming out of nowhere. But it's also wrapping up a cycle where you haven't been able to express yourself. You haven't felt comfortable about speaking your mind, standing up for yourself, particularly with things like bosses, family, difficult people. So I love this. What is the bridge? Because I feel like that is a cycle in itself. What is this bridge? What is the bridge now? Yes. The 8 of Wands comes in. The card of communication, the card of momentum, the card of expressing, talking, saying the things that couldn't be said. I feel like 2024 was quite retentive. We kept things to ourselves. Other people kept things to themselves. And things remained in a tight ball of unspokenness. 8 of Wands, Mercury in Sagittarius says, let's get this verbal party started. Let's say it, let's write it, let's sing it, let's hum it. Don't care how it gets out there for you. You've got something to say. Easiest, of course, for the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but also fire signs. You're going to enjoy this. You're going to find new ways of communicating, new ways of speaking, and also you've got your sparkle back. Okay? Water signs, more challenging for you. Water signs not always keen on nailing down what you have to say. And also earth signs, you're feeling quite quiet. I don't feel like it's so much for earth signs. I feel like you will listen more and talk less, but I like that because it's a sign of confidence. Let's look at a bit of love life. No, says the tarot. 8 of Pentacles. Fine. Okay. This is about what you're doing for a living, your career, how you make money, how you spend your time, what you do for hobbies, what you do to give yourself identity and meaning and purpose. Some of you are going to want to be doing some kind of volunteering or joining a community group. There's a lot here about community. Joining a forum, finding like-minded people, passing on messages, receiving messages, keeping the work of a community going, possibly even like going on a committee. If this is to do with work for some of you, there's a lot here about media and the message and marketing, getting things out there, speaking, talking, listening. Anything that makes you feel connected or where you connect other people to each other or you assist people in connection. Also, if you're in, let's have a look for those of you that are looking at career change, because this has come up a lot towards the end of 2024, surprisingly. Yeah, look, throwing around new ideas, being eccentric, traditionally an air sign card, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and you find this eccentricity, particularly in Aquarius. Shout out to all you Aquarians and Geminis as well. Not so much in Librans, I don't think. But let me know if I'm wrong in the comment section. I don't mind being corrected, Librans. There's something here about ideas that you've had that are not very formed. You don't have to finish the idea. It's okay for it to be half-baked. Put it out there anyway. Apply for things that are way above your station, out of your league, or even things that interest you but you have no idea why. Be eccentric, be kooky, be different, communicate, take a chance. relationships. We're sort of going backwards now. I'm loving this. Knight of Pentacles. This is relationships, slow, steady and sure. It can be existing, well, it can be existing friendships, or it can be if you meet somebody, it would actually benefit the relationship to keep it on the down low as much as you can. I like that. It's slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. Particularly, oh gosh, all the other cards just fell on the floor. Hang on. Particularly if you have been caught up in relationships that were a bit boom or bust. You know, maybe a bit love bomby in the beginning, or quite sort of high chemistry, high stakes, high drama. This is about smoothing out the line. Loosey-goosey, marathon, not a sprint. Okay? Six of Cups. When we get the Six of Cups, there is always something about remembering the past, or remembering childhood sweethearts, where you've come from. There's something here about that hometown Hallmark movie kind of moment. It's worth thinking twice about it. When you get it with the Knight of Pentacles, it's emotionally captivating. This is where you could meet somebody, or you're already with somebody, whatever it is, but you feel like you've known them before. But this is saying, whoa Nelly, cool your jets, keep your feet on the ground. So I'm speaking to the water signs particularly here, possibly the fire signs as well. I feel like you've either met someone already who you find captivating, or you're going to, and it would behoove you to just keep it, to be the pacemaker of the relationship and not let it run away with itself. And you will be glad that you did that. Seven of Wands. Boundaries will come up one way or another. And it's better actually, I think, if you get to know somebody more slowly, you get to test out each other's boundaries without the stakes being so emotionally enormous. For those of you that are already in a connection with somebody, there will be tests, and there will be tests of the boundaries of that relationship. Gosh, these are gorgeous cards. We get the Moon coming in and the Four of Swords. A lot of you are recovering from either broken hearts, or not even broken hearts, but just like broken spirits when it comes to relationships. There's a feeling of, what's the word? Being a bit jaded. Feeling a bit jaded about what's gone on. Feeling as though you think that that is now behind you and you don't particularly want to repeat it. And I get that. The Moon is something you don't know about. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio traditionally for the Moon. But this is for all signs, this card. There are things in the subconscious coming up in your relationships. This is really interesting. Now, because we have the Six of Cups as well, even though we don't have Judgment on the table yet, with the Six of Cups mixing together with the Moon, this is a bit of weirdness. It can be telepathy, it can be dreams, numbers, signs, symbols, hearing about people you haven't thought about for ages, and it may not even relate to that particular person, but you're still hearing about it and getting that kind of mystical feeling about relationships, about luck, and about strangers, and about who you know and how you know them. Woof! I love this. Tell us a bit more, please. I'm going to take one card I'm going to take one for the fire signs, one for the water signs, one for the air signs, and one for the earth. Okay. Fire signs, you get the 5 of Pentacles. You are feeling anger and independence in relationships, which for a fire sign is very good. Makes you very attractive to other people, but also you are drawing in this 7 of Wands, and you're a force to be reckoned with in relationship. A force to be reckoned with, particularly if you've let somebody, and whether this is friends or romantic relationships or even your boss, if you've let somebody off the hook, that ends in 2025. You're here. You're standing up for yourself, as a fire sign does. Sometimes fire signs can damp it down a bit. Not in 2025, okay? Look at the air signs a minute. 10 of Swords. You have old wounds. I think you took care of them in 2024, and the 10 of Swords means that you're at the top of that game. The World, ending a cycle. No tolerance of exes, no tolerance of arsehattery whatsoever. Okay, they had better not try and cross you, but you are sharp as the Ace of Swords, my lovely air signs. Water signs. 8 of Cups. Saturn in Pisces. Putting distance between you and someone you love or loved, but also creating some kind of traction. It's not simple for you, water signs. As you distance yourself from whoever or whatever this is, you also create a pull, a magnetic pull around you, which means more adventure, more dates, more interest, but a bit more drama as well. Whew. And earth signs, that's nice. Knight of Wands, this is sudden romances and excitement, and also maybe losing the run of yourself and forgetting your rules a little bit, bending them, breaking them, and a little bit of chicka, quite honestly. Chucking out the apple packers, whacking on the disco pants. Nice. And let's have a look for the collective as well. I want to take 3 cards, I think, to just get the vibe. The Lovers. Woohoo! Oh my God. The Lovers indicates for me, and it won't be, I reckon, until 6 months in. We've got number 6, so June. Big strides in a certain direction. So this is like either leaving someone, getting committed with someone. It's like big power moves with the Lovers. Choices made, directions taken, F's not given, okay? The Emperor, yes, you will be exercising your will and your power. There are power moves all over the shop in 2025. Not just in relationships either. I think it will be in career, but it's coming across in relationships in a very just no nonsense, here we go, let's have it kind of a way. It's exciting though. Some of it could be based as well on the power just of attraction, which, why not? Some of you as well may have just been playing by the rules, being so careful. And this is a bit irresistible. Ho! 5 of Wands, competition. Competition, putting yourself out there, not being afraid to fight the good fight, not being afraid to answer the question, not being afraid to ask the questions you may have not asked in 2024. You're not holding back. All signs, you are not holding back. You're just expressing this fierceness in different ways. In the extended reading, I'm going to look at your love life in 2025 in more depth. I'm going to look at the lovers. I'm going to look at what it looks like in terms of these, not power battles, but where you're coming from with this. I'm also going to look at the shadow side, what might be holding you back and what you're looking to release. And also I'm going to take some cards on the other side, the other person, how they feel, what's going on the other side, what you need to know, what you don't know. Okay, we're going to dig around. Channeled messages as well, and sometimes just random things come up with those that we can't really, oh my god, know what that is. Oh my god. Okay, I love this card. Wowzers. Soulmates. Woof, chicka chicka, neigh, meow, and a bar. I'm going to look at that as well in the extended reading, because it's a very powerful card. It's one of my favourites. If you want to join me there, it is the first link in the description box. Leave me a comment about any of the reading. I'll see you on the other side. Namaste.